Whoever saves one life, saves the world entire. We do not know what our nature permits us to be. Each contact with a human being is so rare, so precious, one should preserve it. You must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is like an ocean. If a few drops of the ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty. Life is to be lived, not controlled, and humanity is won by continuing to play in face of certain defeat. If we have no peace, it is because we have forgotten that we belong to each other. A feminist is anyone who recognizes the equality and full humanity of women and men. I love humanity, but I hate humans. I know there's evil in the world, and there always has been. But you don't need to believe in Satan or demons to explain it. Human beings are perfectly capable of evil all by themselves. I have no country to fight for. My country is the earth. I am a citizen of the world. Humanity does not ask us to be happy. It merely asks us to be brilliant on its behalf. The next evolutionary step for humankind is to move from human to kind. Nobody knows the age of the human race, but everybody agrees that it is old enough to know better. Religion without humanity is a poor human stuff. There are people in the world so hungry that God cannot appear to them except in the form of bread. Today I choose life. Every morning when I wake up I can choose joy, happiness, negativity, pain. To feel the freedom that comes from being able to continue to make mistakes and choices. Today I choose to feel life, not to deny my humanity but embrace it. The earth is the cradle of humanity, but mankind cannot stay in the cradle forever. Words are singularly the most powerful force available to humanity. We can choose to use this force constructively with words of encouragement, or destructively using words of despair. Words have energy and power with the ability to help, to heal, to hinder, to hurt, to harm, to humiliate and to humble. Love and compassion are necessities, not luxuries. Without them humanity cannot survive. Science knows no country, because knowledge belongs to humanity, and is the torch which illuminates the world. Science is the highest personification of the nation because that nation will remain the first which carries the furthest the works of thought and intelligence. The internet is the first thing that humanity has built that humanity doesn't understand, the largest experiment in anarchy that we have ever had. I think music in itself is healing. It's an explosive expression of humanity. It's something we are all touched by. No matter what culture we're from, everyone loves music. A true community is not just about being geographically close to someone or part of the same social web network. It's about feeling connected and responsible for what happens. Humanity is our ultimate community, and everyone plays a crucial role. Each day holds a surprise. But only if we expect it can we see, hear, or feel it when it comes to us. Let's not be afraid to receive each day's surprise. Whether it comes to us as sorrow or as joy, it will open a new place in our hearts, a place where we can welcome new friends and celebrate more fully our shared humanity. There is one thing the photograph must contain: the humanity of the moment. This kind of photography is realism. But realism is not enough. There has to be vision, and the two together can make a good photograph. For me, forgiveness and compassion are always linked. How do we hold people accountable for wrongdoing and yet at the same time remain in touch with their humanity enough to believe in their capacity to be transformed? What sunshine is to flowers, smiles are to humanity. These are but trifles, to be sure, but scattered along life's pathway, the good they do is inconceivable. There is nothing on earth divine except humanity. Literature is one of the most interesting and significant expressions of humanity. There are those who will say that the liberation of humanity, the freedom of man and mind, is nothing but a dream. They are right. It is the American dream. The urge to save humanity is almost always a false front for the urge to rule. I don't think art is propaganda. It should be something that liberates the soul, provokes the imagination and encourages people to go further. It celebrates humanity instead of manipulating it. Justice is conscience, not a personal conscience but the conscience of the whole of humanity. Those who clearly recognize the voice of their own conscience usually recognize also the voice of justice. Change is never easy, and it often creates discord, but when people come together for the good of humanity and the earth, we can accomplish great things. The test of leadership is not to put greatness into humanity, but to elicit it, for the greatness is already there. Humanity has won its battle. Liberty now has a country.